check it out.
What's up everybody, Super WRX fan here for another weekly update. It's number 26 I believe on this Friday. So, what's new with the BRZ? Well, I have over 20,000 miles on the car now. Within 15 months of ownership, put 20,000 miles on it. So that's pretty cool, and it's running great as usual, and yeah, still loving the car. I'm starting to have a little bit of doubts about this exhaust system again. Part of me is still considering swapping to like a quieter unit or getting rid of the header back and just doing a cat back instead to kind of keep the sound down a little bit. But yeah, I still love the car, still love the sound of this exhaust. It's still the best upgrade I've done to this car so far, but always open to new exhaust ideas. So if you have any exhaust ideas, let me know as well. So I filmed a new car review this week, and it'll probably be going up this coming Monday. But sadly, the 350Z review fell through, so that didn't end up working out after all. But I appreciate the support on the Mustang review that I did, even though that car was like 12 years old. You guys still enjoy that review. So let me know if you're interested in seeing more of those older, more affordable cars, because no one really reviews stuff like that. So if you want me to start doing stuff like that, I can definitely do more. For example, I think there's like a 10-year-old Volkswagen GTI VR6 with a manual that I could review if you guys wanted to see it. Now that's like a $9,000 car, has like 80-some thousand miles on it. If you're interested in mostly the new car reviews, let me know and I'll just stick to those. But if you're interested in seeing some of this older stuff as well, let me know and I'll gladly review it to give you guys some impressions of some really affordable cars that basically anyone can afford. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea, and yeah, that's about it for all the updates this week, guys. So I'll send it back to me at the news desk for this week's news. Right, so for this week's news, the first thing I want to talk about is the 2014 Subaru BRZ officially got a price tag. It's $100 more than last year, and so for that additional $100 you get the new head unit, which comes with AHA Radio, which is a kind of new smartphone integration thing that has some of your apps from your smartphone on the head unit to do some advanced smartphone integration. It seems a little gimmicky to me, but it's a cool idea. They also have, the same fabric you get on the elbow pad in the BRZ. That stuff is now down by the door speakers, and it's also on the center console on each side. So it's basically whenever you're driving, if you're a larger person, sometimes your knees will bang into those spots, so it's nice to have that additional padding there. Gives it a little bit more of a refined feel to it, and so that's basically what you get for the additional $100. Otherwise, it's exactly the same power plant, same look, same everything, same exact car. So that's what I expected. I've been saying for weeks and weeks now that the car is selling so well that Subaru's probably not going to change much on it, and that turns out to be true. They're really not doing much. Other Subaru news, though, is that it's been rumored that the new WRX and STI are only going to be coming in sedan forms. There won't be any hatchbacks anymore, which is pretty crazy considering that in Japan the WRX and STI were always hatchbacks, and the sedan was something they made only for the American market for a while. And so this will be interesting to see how this goes over with people, because I think the hatchbacks are really popular still. And another disappointing thing they said is that it's rumored that the new WRX is going to have the exact same power as the previous one. So they're saying 265 horsepower from the standard WRX. I don't know what they're going to do with the STI model, but that's what this report's saying. And it's officially going to be revealed at the Los Angeles Motor Show here, which comes in November sometime. And so couple months we'll officially see what this thing looks like, and from the spy shots we've seen weeks ago, it looks like it's basically a standard Impreza that they put a big spoiler and a few little aero kit bits on, and that's it. So not going to be the awesome concept car we saw, and it's not going to have any big power increases. So really this new WRX and STI is just turning out to be a huge disappointment in my eyes. Maybe they'll surprise us all, I hope they do, but really not too excited about this new WRX, sadly. One new thing I am excited about is the Volvo Concept Coupe that debuted this week, and it's just a beautiful looking car. I mean, it's just the interior, the exterior, everything is just mind-blowing. I love the way this coupe looks. It's just, it has these very cool T LED kind of running lights in the front, and Volvo's doing this really cool new thing where not only do you have the running lights with the T shape in the headlights, but they've also illuminated the outline of the grille, the Volvo badge, and also there's these new strakes down at the bottom of the front bumper that also are illuminated. And so at night, they previewed the design of what it looks like at night on the XC90 SUV, which is also going to get a similar front end, and it's just going to look amazing coming down the road. If you want to picture what the future of like cars at night is going to look like, this is it. It looks so sweet, very futuristic, but still very beautiful and elegant, not overdone. I love all these little accent lights that are going on in cars these days. You know, with Mercedes debuting their illuminated Mercedes badge, which I've actually warmed up to a lot. I think it's a really cool idea. I'm all for all these cool LED lighting things. I think it's really a cool new creative outlet for designers to really make these cars unique. And that's something that's spectacular. And I mean, this concept coupe, who knows if they're actually going to make it, but this hybrid power plant is doing a 2-liter motor with a turbocharger and a supercharger, plus electric motors, that's putting out about 400 horsepower. So it's no slouch either. This is a sick car. I really hope they end up making something like that, but I'm not holding my breath. But they will be doing this new design on the Volvo XC90 that I mentioned a second ago. They also have a very cool big screen on the center console that kind of reminds you of like the Tesla screen, or almost like even a larger version of the McLaren screen. It's very vertical in shape and it's really cool looking. And so yeah, I'm really excited for future Volvo products. This is going to be sweet. I think they're really going to become a design leader here in the future if they keep up this cool innovation with lighting. Speaking of luxury car brands, there's a Cadillac flagship test mule running around right now that is basically a Chevy Caprice, but they've modified the chassis and everything so it's longer than a standard Caprice, and it's definitely not a Caprice. And everyone's saying this is the Cadillac flagship that I've been talking about for weeks now, and the possibility of a production version of the El Mirage. And it looks like Cadillac is wasting no time getting started working on this type of car, because this looks like it's obviously that's not the body or anything, and they're just testing the chassis right now. But I'm just excited that they're working on this. I can't wait for these full-size, flagship Cadillacs. They're going to be so cool. The last bit of news I want to talk about this week is that the BMW M4 was spied in coupe and convertible form, and it looks largely like the concept we saw just last week, and it looks spectacular. It's what you would expect, typical M3, side mirrors, and it has camouflage over the roof, assuming that's going to be carbon fiber like normal. It has the power dome, the aggressive front flares, it has the fender vents, and basically it's like the exact same design you saw with the M3, the E90 M3 that you've seen for years. They're just applying it to the new M4 design. I mean, it's a good formula. It looks good. It's just nothing radical. It's, typical BMW M form, but it looks good. I think it's going to be great. Can't wait to see it totally uncamouflaged here in the near future. So yeah, guys, that's it for all the news this week, so I'll send it back to me in the car. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the news portion, so I'll leave you with a nice little acceleration here like I always do. And here we go. Oh, sounds so good. It's so much fun. Never get sick of doing that for you guys. It's great. So anyway, thanks for watching the update as always, and thanks for all your support with all my videos. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.